Peace, it's your brother. Back again, been gone for a minute. I hope this video finds you in the best of spirits and in the best of health. You know what I mean? As always, on this journey, on this road we call life. Had a few things that happened recently that I wanted to go ahead and go over with y'all. Like the fact that nobody's talking about the Fed now and how they're purposely trying to crash the economy so that you lose your money, and they can use, what is it, the ESG score to determine if you should have the money that you work for or not. But that's you know, that's a whole nother thing. You know, that's putting the cart before the horse, right? The biggest thing is, why do they keep talking about Donald Trump and they keep trying to indict this man, right? Like him or hate him, they keep trying to indict him to draw your mind from what's actually going on. What's going on is Biden's about to be impeached because everything that they just said that Donald Trump been doing for the past 4 or 5 years, your man Joe Biden actually been doing. His son just got arrested in the rain for all the classified information he had on his laptop. Mind you, this is an open drug addict. You know what I'm saying? My man does coke, crack, heroin, pretty much I think whatever he can get his hands on. But never mind that. The fact of the matter is he's just a proxy for his father. You know what I'm saying? Whatever his pops got going on, whether it's in Ukraine, whether it's in China, he's the middleman, he's the point man, he's the way that, you know, the president launders his money. And the shit is so blatant, it's wide open. So they try to throw everything else in your face. Now we got a submarine that just went to go investigate the Titanic, but it implodes. How do you not test the damn submarine before you put it in the ocean to see if it implodes under pressure? But I digress. All these things right here are just things to you know, draw your attention away from the real problem. The real problem is your boy got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Your boy is trying to go ahead and rewrite how we do the presidential races. He doesn't even want to debate in the Democratic primary because of fear he might lose. Because they said my man is senile. Listen, the one thing that y'all really need to know is, like we've been saying, most of what you're seeing is an illusion, right? All the big bad secrets that you've been hearing, they're true. And most of these people who you vote for and think is going to protect you are the ones who are doing it to you. What about Disneyland, the Disney Corporation wanting to add another facility in Florida, but they're not being allowed their exempt status in Florida because they have so much sex trafficking going on. So now they're like, yeah, we'll show you, we'll just go to another state. Now, what other state should want them if they're a haven for people to snatch kids and do all kinds of sex trafficking around the world? These are the questions nobody's asking. Matter of fact, these are the things that nobody's talking about. You have your mainstream media just talk about war. Why? Because they get paid by the people who got the biggest contracts for DOD on the planet. We're still getting, you know what I'm saying, I'm jumping ahead because I've been away from you guys for a little while. So then you still got the ESG, right? And if you don't understand how the environmental security score or gold corporation thing affects you, just look up North Carolina, because they tried to vote it through here, but it got voted down, and they're expecting it to pass with an all-Republican, Senate and House. So even though it got voted through, it got vetoed. Even though the governor, who's a Democrat, was for it, he was just trying to sneak something else in there, and they took it out. So what's going to happen is they're going to vote it through anyway. And what that means is this so-called, what these other people are calling woke stuff, this woke stuff, and it's not what we think of as woke as indigenous original people. The woke stuff they're talking about is, pride, the illusion of inclusion, right? Everybody's accepted as they are, right? Couldn't be farther from the truth. Basically, it's a part of the mass depopulation agenda, you know what I'm saying? But you can have that. That's not what I'm mad at. What I'm mad at is that credit score, they're going to start putting everybody on the credit system. That if you don't act in accordance with their policies, that ESG, they can tap your bank account. And you say, well, how they going to do that? I just have cash under my own mattress. Well, no, that's why they taking the bank system right now in front of you. They're taking it to put you on the Fed Now. Remember, the Fed Now started, what was it, June 1st? They already let you know that they was releasing the Fed Now. Now they got the Fed Now going. So now they're going to make it so that you have to get the Fed Now by crushing all the banks. They was telling you and showing you what they was going to do with all those smaller banks. And then they just let JP Morgan swoop in and pick it up. But then you got to stop acting like it's not all connected. Because JP Morgan was in with the Epstein thing. They just paid $250 million to some of the victims, which ain't even a lot to a company that's worth hundreds of billions, maybe even trillions of dollars, right? So you got to see how, what they call it, it's like a rabbit hole. You go down, you thinking all these things, these little spider webs or these little lines are not connected. But the more you search and look, you find out they are connected. It's the same people, when you get down to the bottom of it, that's embedded in every one of those things. They're the reason why this shit goes. Why? Because they wanted to. You know what I mean? And this is the time, this is not all doom and gloom. This is the time, whatever your dream and your passion or your focus is, or was, have always been, start to execute that. Start pushing that. The more we push that, the more we upset the balance, and the more these people will just fizzle out. Because even though they had to tell the truth, they didn't want us to know like the way we know. You know what I mean? Like, right now they're getting a lot more pushback than they expected. And if you don't believe me, just look at, Target and Bud Light and things of that nature. People like, man, look, you're just going over the line. You have the right to do what you want, but you ain't gonna force it on me. And so, if you look outside, it's a lot more people that actually feel like you than you thought. Because in society, the way they're trying to engineer it, ESG, you're not supposed to say you don't agree with certain things or you have a problem or issue with certain things, because it's supposed to be it's supposed to be bad form. It's not polite. You know what I mean? So they're trying to shame you for it. But soon enough, they will shame you to the point where they're going to make you go to the poorhouse. They're going to take money out of your bank account. They're not going to tell you what it's for. They're just going to take your money. They'll freeze your assets because they can. And it, it's it's heavy, but it's like, it's a beautiful time to be alive because, you know, there's a yin and the yang to everything. I can go this way, I can go that way. So, you know, if you see them coming, you know, we can take steps, you can take steps to go ahead and avert them. I mean, these are the same people from the World Economic Forum that want you to own nothing and be happy. That's why they're trying to make it so hard for you to buy a home and earn generational wealth. They're trying to make it damn near impossible. So what I'm saying to you is go ahead and use all the little loopholes they got in store for you. Like they're trying to make it like if you got bad credit, it's almost easier for you to get a home than if you got good credit. And it sounds crazy, but it's an actual fact. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to make everything, flip everything upside down. You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, I understand for all you people who work to get good credit, you know, how you feel. But basically, they're trying to penalize you for being, you know, too good at surviving in the system. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what's going on. So, you know, they don't want the people who can function in this matrix. They want the people who's failing. So they can prop them up and they can keep the cycle going, because this is a cycle. You know what I mean? They prop you up so they can rob you. That's like, man, you know, they keep saying that most of us will never have Social Security. Well, duh. You can't retire until you're damn near 70. Most people will die if they keep working until they're damn near 70. You know what I mean? That's what they expected, right? Two, at the same time, we're funding another country's so-called Social Security, their pensions and their retirement, but they don't want you to have it. You know what I mean? They want you to feel sad and sorry for somebody else. And that's a part of the social engineering. You to feel sad and sorry for somebody else, but not be upset about what's being done to you. Right? So like I say, you know, find your passion and stick with it. We started this channel for you to know yourself. But you also got to know where you came from, what's going on around you, so you can figure out where you're going. So with that being said, you know, it's time to buckle up and put that work in. So you put that work in, you know what I'm saying, and you keep grinding like you've been grinding, shit, we'll make it no problem. There ain't no way in the world they'll be able to stop all of us, you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean we all got to do the exact same thing. We all don't have to, you know, we all don't have to shop at the exact same store. Anytime there's an informed population that makes conscious decisions, it throws a fork in their plan. Because the whole point of the television and the mass media with their propaganda is to try to create a situation where you don't think for yourself. Free thought is the enemy of the society. So you don't have to take my words verbatim. You don't have to believe a damn thing I say. What I would like you to do is just go look into some of that stuff. A lot of it's hidden in the news, right? A lot of it's all over the web. But the information is out there. We're in the time of information, the age of information. So if you seek information or enlightenment, as some of the old timers used to say, you'll find it. But if you want to stay like an ostrich, like I say, with your head in the sand, you can do that too. But when you wake up and figure out that the people you entrusted your survival to and your children and your children's survival to didn't have your interests at heart at all. They actually wanted y'all to die out. They called y'all useless eaters. Actually, you know, I seen something today where they were talking about, and it wasn't just today. I've been hearing it over and over again about how they're selling you people back, like people meat in the processed meat, like it has other humans in it. That's, you know what I mean. Now we've been through some of these rich people were cannibals, but that's a whole nother rabbit hole. What I need you to understand is you need to find a way to invest your money to make more money for you. And it need to be in an ironclad way so that they, meaning the people in charge, i.e. Big Brother, etc., can't touch your money. Because if you think that old way of doing things is going to work, you're sadly mistaken. They're changing the playbook right in front of you. So this was just something short, quick, and sweet. You know, just to get back out here. You know I've been away for a minute and I need to do this more often. Even if I don't have time to be in the studio, I can do these while I'm riding to and from, you know what I mean? But definitely something to spark the mind, you know what I mean? And I definitely need to get back on here with some more positive information about, you know, the proper things to eat, you know, some good reading material, you know, things of that nature to help us keep growing as a community. Because this, you know, this society is definitely trying to tear us down, all the way down. So as always, hope to find you in the best of spirits and health. And I hope that we left you in a better place than we found you by giving you some information. And we'll be back. Before I go, I'm gonna say check out comedian Russell Brand. He has a lot of information. Between him, guys like Dane Calloway, Jimmy Dore, Real Nagas, and then you got, you know, these different publications. It's a lot to unpack. I'm just trying to warn you, so I hope you're ready. Peace and love. Until next time.